on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your buddy Shep and we are on the road today. We're headed to Greenville, North Carolina, where we're going to meet the latest addition to the Jordan clan, Mark Thatcher Jordan. Thatcher was born Thursday to eldest son Drew and his beautiful wife Catherine, and we're going to go down and get some snuggles today. So we're looking forward to that. No, I'm not driving, so those of you that are worried that I'm doing this while driving, MD's at the wheel, everything's good. Molly's here too. I'm in the back seat, so it's great to get the view from back here. All right, today's message is for anyone who's in a relationship or plans to be in a relationship. So you could be married a short time, a long time, that's a relationship. You could be engaged to be married, and we know quite a few kids in that category. Or you might be in a serious relationship, any one of those. Specifically though, I'm focused today on those of you that are in the 18 to roughly 30-year-old group, and here's why. If you think about it, and you're probably not, because I didn't when I was your age, but if you think about it, some of the most important decisions you will ever make in your lifetime are going to happen during that time frame. Yeah, not the least of which is, should I get married? And if the answer is yes, then to whom should I get married? That's a big deal. So I'm focused on you guys because I can tell you when I was 24, I got married for the first time and I thought I knew everything. Yeah, isn't that how it is when you're that age? Had the world by the tail, was deeply in love, and I thought, you know what, life is good. I got this, no problem. Unfortunately, by the time I was 31, that first marriage was ending. And as I looked at that, and I look at it now, here's what I realized. What I didn't know then was how much I didn't know. Yeah. So I want to help you guys in that age group, and I want to help everybody who's in a relationship. And how do I know these things? Well, I'm just living. Here's the bottom line. There's never going to be a time, if you're in a relationship, that you don't need to be working on the relationship. Whether it's a new relationship or 50 years old, you'll always need to be working at it. So today I'm going to give you a couple tools of faith that I found only a couple of years ago, and I thought, gosh, I wish I'd had this 30 years ago. But I'm going to give you two tools of faith that I recommend, plus 3 gold nugget Bible verses to help you with the spiritual side of things too. So if you really care about your relationship, hang in there with me. And are you ready to rock this? This is your Monday morning moment. We are on the road. Well, hey everybody, as you can probably tell, we're off the road back here in the man cave, and you know, here's what I really want to tell you. So when the day comes where you say I do, or the day comes where the one you propose to says yes, your life is going to change in ways you never imagined. But that's not bad. It's not a bad thing. But we all know that it can cause some challenges that are sometimes painful in certain ways. But there's a reason why, and it really boils down to one word, and that word is self. Until you get in a committed relationship, the whole world's about you, isn't it? And our world is telling us that every day. It's all about you. It's all about self. So once we get in a committed relationship, it's like, whoa, it's not about me anymore. It's not about self. It's about us. Yeah, it's about us. That can take some adjustment. And really what has to happen, the bottom line here is you got to take part of that self and give it over to the us in your relationship, don't you? And sometimes that can be painful. All right, so I've got some tools of faith. I got a couple of nuggets that can help you with all of this. That's the whole point. And if you're in that young age group of 18 to 30, man, you got to get all over this stuff, all right? So actually, my tools of faith are a tool in themselves, but because they're companion pieces. It's 2 books written by husband and wife team Shawn T. and Jeff Feldhahn. And I first read the book For Men Only 2 years ago because it was part of a men's group that I was a part of, and it was like, oh my gosh, I wish I'd had this book 30 years ago. because it just opened up a whole realm of reality to me that I had never known before about women. Wouldn't you know, there's also Are For Women Only, written by the same couple. And the reason I don't have my For Men Only copy is because I gave it to my son, my youngest son, who's engaged to be married. I think it's that important. I hope he's going to dive into it and learn a lot of stuff I wish I'd known back at the same age. But these two books together are a tremendous tool, and here's why. If you're a couple in a committed relationship, hopefully you would both be reading the books, your respective books, at the same time, which will give you the opportunity to really dive in and talk about it with each other and learn some things that can really help you overcome when you have to give up part of yourself for the us. Okay? Now, I'm going to put some links so that you can go to Amazon and pick these up. Of course, there are plenty of books about relationships, but these two together are, man, they're just solid gold. All right, and I've got some solid gold nuggets for you also. Now, you probably wonder, Shep, why do you keep giving me gold nuggets? Well, these are little tools of faith also, and I hope that the ones I give you today, there are 3 of them. You know, if you hit a bump in the road, relationship-wise, you're a little frustrated, you can take these nuggets, find a quiet place, sit down, and go over them, and then just let the Spirit of the Lord take over. You'll be amazed at what happens. The first one's from 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. This passage is spoken at tons and tons of weddings. You'll know why in just a second. So here we go. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. How many of us are able to do that? It's tough, isn't it? Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. That's just gold right there. All right, these two I got for you now. 1 Peter 4:8. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. You've heard the old saying, love conquers all. There you go. And finally, one of my favorites, 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore, encourage each other and build each other up. And friends and neighbors, to me, that's what it's all about. It's about building each other up. And when you're doing that, you're giving up self for the us. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I just got to thank you again for all your love, your support, and your feedback, and I do appreciate it. And I hope you will share today's message, especially if you know somebody in the 18 to 30-year-old age group. I hope you'll share it. I know I could have used this kind of advice when I was that age. So as I like to do, I pray that the Lord of peace himself will give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with all of you. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Be safe. And I hope to see you back here again next Monday morning